Hey, it's John with Vision Advisors, and I want to take a few minutes and talk about an actual case study and share some real results of a consumer that we have worked with an advisor to help save tens of thousands of dollars in interest, to reduce the number of years they're going to be paying on debt almost in half, and to help them create some substantial wealth for the future. We're talking about your family bank. And yes, this little piggy is the real deal. What I want to share is a summary of an actual case study that came into our office here at Vision Advisors using the Your Family Bank rapid debt elimination and wealth creation strategies. Now, because of privacy policy rules, we've changed the names of the individuals. Let me say on the front end that each client case is going to be unique, and the actual savings that would be realized by any end user consumer using these concepts is going to be based on a number of factors: the amount of their debt, the time remaining until that debt is retired, whether or not they are current on that debt, the interest rates being assessed on the outstanding balance, and other financial factors that we consider in putting together a Your Family Bank rapid debt elimination and wealth creation strategy for them to consider. Now, again, these are representative of the results a consumer might realize using this program, but this is not an actual guarantee that they would save this amount of money because every person's situation is different. Now, let me also say that Your Family Bank is not a lending institution. It's not a bank. This is not a debt consolidation plan. This is a rapid debt acceleration and wealth creation strategy that works. Now, what's the premise behind the Your Family Bank marketing model? Think about this. Without spending any more money than your clients are spending right now in their family budget, you, by using this program, can help them get completely out of debt, including their home mortgage, in 9 to 15 years on average, saving them tens of thousands of dollars, significantly shortening the length of time they're going to be paying on debt, and helping them to create real wealth for the future. Now, in this particular example, I want to talk to you about Wilbur. Wilbur is 56 years old, married with a family. Wilbur has a home mortgage he's just taken out. He's got an auto loan, and he's got some credit card debt that he wants to retire. All told, $578,032 in debt. Now, if Wilbur follows conventional wisdom, what does his plan look like? Wilbur, using a current debt freedom strategy, i.e., paying what they tell you to do and making minimum payments over the life of the loan, Wilbur's debt reduction plan to get completely out of debt is 30 years. So Wilbur will not be debt-free until he's 86 years of age. Think about that. In retirement, enjoying what should be the best years of his life, and he and his wife are still paying down debt. And it gets even worse. In addition to paying debt until they're 86 years of age, if they follow conventional wisdom, in addition to the $578,000 they're going to have to pay back, they're going to pay $329,841 in interest on that money for a total debt elimination cost of $907,873, getting close to twice what they borrowed. The average consumer is typically going to spend almost as much in interest as they will over the debt that they've accumulated if they follow traditional wisdom. But what if there was a better way? What if we could restructure how Wilbur and his family are paying off their debt so they could retire that debt faster? And what if we added a life insurance component to self-complete the plan if Wilbur doesn't live the 30 years? He doesn't saddle his family with debt if he dies before the debts are paid off. And what if we could use the money that Wilbur and his family would have paid in interest to accumulate cash that they could use to supplement their retirement? What we're talking about through using Your Family Bank is an accelerated debt payoff and wealth creation strategy that, kind of like lining up the dominoes we used to do when we were kids, as we begin to eliminate debt, we begin to accelerate the payoff of all of those debts. So in a shorter period of time, all of those debts are eliminated, and the interest that would have been paid over a longer period of time is saved. So in this particular example, let's take the Your Family Bank concept and think of the fact that we're helping create the Wilbur Family Bank and Trust. Now, what are we going to use as a financial instrument? We're not going to create a real bank. We're going to use life insurance as a tool, and cash value life insurance in particular. We're going to use this not only as a death funding vehicle in the event Wilbur dies early, but we're going to use it as a savings tool of investment to, number one, accumulate cash. We want to be able to use that cash and other strategies that we employ to rapidly accelerate the payoff of the debt for Wilbur and his family. Again, using life insurance, we're going to create that self-completion plan. In the event Wilbur dies early, he's not saddling his heirs with the outstanding debt that is remaining in their plan. We're also going to be able, over the life of this debt acceleration program, to literally save tens of thousands of dollars in interest, and we're going to be able to redirect the savings, the money he would have spent in interest, back into financial instruments that can accumulate wealth for future spending needs. The exciting thing about this is we're using this program to not only pay off debt, but to accumulate a liquid asset that Wilbur and his family can use to provide tax-free income in retirement. Now, working with the Your Family Bank certified financial representative licensed through Vision Advisors, what were the results? What did we literally see in Wilbur when the analysis was done? Rather than getting out of debt at 86, Wilbur's going to be debt-free at the age of 72. Instead of having a 30-year debt retirement plan, we're going to knock that down to 16.4 years, literally getting Wilbur and his family out of debt a little over 14 and a half years early. Hey, but it gets even better than that. Not only are we going to literally cut the amount of time they're going to be paying debt almost in half, we're going to save them $82,396 in interest. And at age 72, if Wilbur follows the plan, he's going to have $254,600 in cash value in his life insurance policy and a $421,190 death benefit to take care of his family. Now, that's pretty good. I mean, how often can you go to a client and say, I cut your debt payments by $82,000 in interest, and I cut the amount of time you're going to be paying debt almost in half? That's a pretty good deal at the end of the day. So when we think about the practical application, how many of your clients would be happy if you could save them $82,396 in interest or more, depending on what their specific financial situation was? And what if in the process of doing that, you earn $6,480 in first-year commissions plus renewal commissions for 10 years? That's probably not a bad use of your time. And how many referrals might you generate as a result of Wilbur and his family telling other families just like theirs, dealing with the same debt issues that Wilbur and his family are dealing with, and show them what you did for them? How many leads might that generate? How many referrals might walk in the door and say, I want you to do for me what you did for Wilbur and his family, and you're not having to spend a dime in marketing to make that happen? That's what we see when you implement Your Family Bank into your practice. Now, we're looking for some men and women who are interested and want to become part of an army of financial professionals who are helping us get Americans debt-free sooner, saving tens of thousands of dollars in interest, and teaching them strategies where they can begin to create real wealth for their financial future. So my question for you is, are you in? Is this something you're interested in learning more about? Has this case study, an actual case study from a real live client, has this piqued your interest? If so, let me encourage you to give us a call at Vision Advisors. Our number, 1-800-505-8489. Again, 505-8489. Ask us about your family bank. We're happy to share you all the details of this program and how you can go through our next available certification class to be trained and equipped to implement this innovative rapid debt reduction and wealth accumulation program in your practice. And while we're having the conversation, be sure and ask us about some innovative ways that Vision Advisors can help pay for your marketing to give you an opportunity to get the message out there and let people know that you have added this innovative sales solution to your practice. Hey, I'm John Terry with Vision Advisors, and on behalf of all of us here, we look forward to having a conversation with you soon about your family bank.